Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of No Thank You. Last time, I think we got some new mission that we have to... What are we doing again? I don't know, we're finding that Yakuza guy. I'm not really into it, but we also had public relations with Hiro. Well, Hiro and Haru. At the festival. And Hiro liked it. Maybe we'll have more public fun. I yawned. I got up a lot earlier than usual today. Hiroshi should be sleepy too, but he doesn't look it at all. I bet it's because Yamato's our client and we're looking for Aniki. We used the time before the bar opened to start the investigations like Papa instructed. So right now we're in front of this building, which is the very picture of a stereotypical office building.
眠いか悪いな。
平気。昨日眉毛と遊んでたら朝になってて。
猫かよ。まあ、それくらい肩の力が抜けてる方がいいかもな。
The van Pop sent in was full of a bunch of unfamiliar young and old men. I don't know where he found them. Wait, what? Is someone about to get gang-ard? What? What are we doing? Also, they had a pile of regular cleaning utensils, like a vacuum with a brush on the end and stuff. And they were all wearing matching work uniforms and hats. The hats had the name of some cleaning company on them.
今日の作業はこのビルの清掃です。日当は終わったら側近で支払います。
What's going on?
上から下までお願いします。
The man gave Hiroshi a yes, sir. I guess they got a different objective from us, and they really do think they've just got a cleaning job. What?
俺たちはなるべく離れよう。広く情報を取りたいからな。
I'm so confused what's going on. I made eye contact and nodded as they carried their things into the building.
わかってるよ。みんなをちゃんと監督するね。
It's kind of cool to talk in code like this, and Hiroshi looks cool in his garbage man outfit. My eyes are burning with passion. Who looks cool in a garbage man outfit? Hiroshi pulled his hat firmly down over his eyes. Seems like he doesn't want to catch the eye of any passing Yakuza or the workers. We're really sneaking in. This is going to be fun.
もしバレたら素直にヤマトの話を出せ。
いいの？
Pops is too well connected in this area, both in terms of friends and enemies, so it'd probably be a bit dangerous to name drop him here.
俺たちは金が足りなくて臨時でバイトしに来てる。ヤマトに泣きついてこの仕事を入れてもらった。
了解。それなら俺財布出して見せてもいいよ。
My wallet is empty for real, so I don't even have to lie about that. Why? How? What do you even spend your money on? I don't get it. No, what's he spending his money on? He doesn't buy anything for his apartment, and I don't know, that's weird.
お前、金遣い荒すぎ。
We went through the door, and I stuck close to Hiroshi as I bowed my head to the Yakuza as we passed by. So did we just hire these random cleaning people so we could blend in with them and get into the building, I guess? I don't know.
失礼します。
I bowed and went into the office. It seemed like any regular office. It's even got lady office workers. Not so many secretaries, but regular office workers. Okay, what are you trying to say? It looks a lot more like a normal company than I thought. Oh, Yamato spotted. Wait, if Yamato's here, then why in God's name would we need to sneak in here? I'm confused. I guess he wasn't surprised to see me because we were doing what we discussed. How much money did this cost to hire all these cleaners?
Oh, 掃除しっかり頼むぜ。
I shouldn't act too familiar with him today. I guess he can't let anyone know that he knows us. I don't really know why. Instead, I should focus on doing my job. I wrung my mop and rubbed it against the floor. Like, I get that, like, Yamato doesn't want to let everyone know that Pops is gone and stuff, but, like, or missing. But this is absolutely unnecessary. This makes no sense. We don't have to do all of this for that, just so people don't find out that Aniki isn't missing. Like, this doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. Man, I wish I could wash the windows. We should have rented one of those scaffolds.
ヤマトの兄貴、東條さんはどこに行ってるんすか？問い合わせが来てるんすけど。
Huh, it started. Thanks, super thugtastic dude.
兄貴は姉さんと旅行だ。
いいっすね。いつも余裕あってしびれますね。
God, I really hate that. Just these voices. I'm
う
sorry.
るせえ、お前は黙ってろ。
I hate these background character voices. They're really painful to listen to. Huh, so that's how he's covering it up. But yeah, this is a problem. What are we even
はい
doing there? I don't
お
get
疲れ
it.
様でした。これが日当です。
What did we
またお
even
願いし
do?
ます。
He distributed brown envelopes and the group broke up. I took the opportunity to line up too. Hiroshi looked at me annoyed.
お疲れ様です。
お前な。ほら、日当。
やったー。何買おうかな。
無駄遣いすんなよ。
We broke up there and headed back to the bar separately. But I'm not going to forget to buy something on the way. I'm so happy to get paid. It was a good day's work. Still don't get what we did there, but I assume they'll explain it.
どうだった？
Pops, Hiroshi, and I were in the office.
組の事務所はビルの5階と6階ですね。上の階と下との間には人間の行き来はあまりありません。
真面目に仕事してる人もいるみたいだよ。そっちの人たちからは兄貴の名前がよく出てた。
I found a box of tissue packets advertising payday advance loans on the 5th floor, and the phone was ringing a lot.
6階に組長？一番偉そうな人と他の偉そうな人がいたかな。
おお、そっちが組長だとなぜわかる？
ちょっとすれ違ったから。パリッとしたおっさんたちがみんな並んで頭下げてた。
顔、覚えられてないだろうな。
うん、すっごい無視されたし。
I just glanced at him as we passed each other. He was about 50. He had a nice physique. Stop getting horny for every man you see. Especially every old man you see. And was wearing a perfectly fitted suit. But I could tell he wasn't just any old man from the look in his eyes.
なんかヤクザ映画みたいだった。
のんきなやつだな。あれが本物だよ。
なんか人殺しててもおかしくないようなおっかない感じだったよ。
昔は人情のあるできた男だったって話だが、
Pops sank into the sofa and looked up at the ceiling a bit as he listened to us.
でもね、大変みたい。なんか麻薬がどうので上に申し開きが大変って偉そうな人たちが言ってた。
5階のやつらがトイレで噂してたんですが、若いのは組長の首が飛んだ後、達也さんをみこしに担ぐ算段みたいですね。
ああ、みんな言ってた。6階だとこんな時に女連れて長期旅行などけしからんってプンプンだったよ。
Why are people all just having all these loud, implicating conversations in front of cleaning people? But fine, whatever. Yamato's got it rough.
よし、今日はここまでだ。明日も引き続き調査する。店開けるぞ。
龍は今日何してたの？
I asked Ryu as he was getting on the counter ready when he was getting the counter ready when we were almost done preparing to open. It seems like he'd finished giving Pops his report, but I'm worried about Aniki too.
東條さんが行方不明になった当日の足取りを追っていた。
Ryu answered after thinking for a moment.
何か分かった？
昼食後、唐突に姿を消している。何かの理由で逃げたか、拉致されたかだろうな。
でも兄貴ってさ、人気あるよ。偉い人からも下からも愛され系だよ。
所詮はヤクザだ。後ろ暗いところなんていくらでもあるだろう。組同士の抗争で拉致された可能性もあるが。
おかしいよ。誰もそんなこと言ってなかった。
They should have been more on guard if there was a struggle like that going on. I mean, what if we've been hiding guns in the cleaning stuff? They didn't check any of it, so I don't think there's any internal strife right now.
ああ、引き続き調査する。
Ryu seemed to understand that as well. After we finished with work, I walked home with Hiroshi.
そういえばヒロシはなんで兄貴と仲いいの？
I tried asking him as we talked.
俺と達也
Or
さんか？
what?
うん。
Hiroshi doesn't seem like the type to have Yakuza ties, didn't he already explain how he was with Yamato, and I guess he just met Aniki through Yamato or something. I get it with Yamato, who's close to his age, but how does he know Aniki?
達也さんな。よく俺のじいさんのところに来てたんだよ。
As Hiroshi was walking slowly beside me, he looked like he was remembering something long ago.
親戚かなんかなの？
いや、なんつうか、俺も達也さんもじいさんも似てたからかな。なんか飲むか？
I nodded, and Hiroshi walked over to a vending machine, shining its pale light on the road. He tossed me an ice-cold can of some sports drink. Looks like Hiroshi got grape juice. His profile, illuminated by various coffees and soft drinks, didn't resemble Aniki's at all.
言われてみれば似てる？
顔じゃないぞ。居場所がなかったんだよ。3人ともな。
Didn't belong anywhere.
じいさんは元ヤクザでエリートの息子とは折り合いが悪い。俺はエリートの息子が遊びで作った子供。達也さんは詳しいことは知らないけど、俺も達也さんみたいにヤクザになろうとしてたんだ。というか達也さんの舎弟になりたかった。
I brought the can to my mouth. Cool, sweet liquid poured into my stomach.
それを止めてくれたのが達也さんだった。
ヒロシにヤクザは似合わないよ。
それと同じこと達也さんも言ってたっけな。向いてないって言ってたな。あの時止められてなきゃ俺はあっちの世界に入ってたと思う。
We kept talking casually as we finished our drinks.
ヤマトもその頃からなの？兄貴、ヤマトは止めなかったんだね。
あいつは達也さんみたいな人が見てなきゃ何しでかすかわからないからな。頭に血が上ると歯止めが効かないんだ。一度な、高校であいつムカつく教師を殴っちまって。どんなバカ学校でも退学だろ。
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know him myself, but I guess that sounds right. Probably.
その頃にはもう達也さんが預かってたから、あいつの連絡先も親じゃなくて達也さんの電話番号になっててさ。
来てくれたの？
ああ、どうか退学は勘弁してやってくれって、床に頭つけて謝ってくれたって。想像してみろよ、あの人が学校に来てんの、相談室で土下座してんの。学校でも最悪のクソ教師にだぞ。
うわ、すごいね。
Also, I'm a little turned on.
それをヤマトのやつ、こんなクズに頭下げるなんて見損なったとかなんとか言いやがって。あいつ
どうしたの？やっぱりボッコボコ？
そう思うだろ。でもボッコボコにしないから達也さんなんだよ。
Hiroshi looked so happy when he talked about it.
そのクズに頭下げる羽目になったのは誰のせいだ。俺の命令を先行がムカつくぐらいのことで破るのか。相談室で校長とか教師がいる前で凄まれたって。生まれて初めてビビったって、ヤマトが。
The scene played in my mind. Aniki always seemed so gentle, but I'm sure he was really intense at that moment.
それで学校側もビビったみたいで、なんとか退学は取り消しになって。それからあいつ達也さんに頭上がらないんだよ。
そういうのいいね。
ああ、あの頃はろくなことがなかったけど、じいさんや達也さんやヤマトに会えたことは良かったと思ってる。だからさ、俺絶対に達也さんを探したいんだ。ヤマトに頼まれたからだけじゃなくて、俺もあの人に恩を受けたから。
明日も頑張ろうよ。そしたらきっとたどり着ける。
Even I know that when it comes to memories and past, they're not all good things. There's some things you can't do anything about and things you can't do over again either. But both the painful and unpleasant things and the memories Hiroshi is making right now are all going to become part of his past.
お前に話できてよかった。
Hiroshi let out a little sigh and smiled.
俺もよかった。ヒロシが話してくれて。
We're almost to the point where we usually part. Oh, but not today. He's turned on.
じゃあ今日はこれで。
そうだね。明日も調べ物しなきゃいけ
Oh,
ないし。
damn. I guess we'll just have to fool around by ourselves. But we got tomorrow to worry about, so I won't pull anything today.
また明日ね。
Bye. I'm counting on you tomorrow too, Hiroshi said, waving as he walked off towards his apartment. The way he's carrying himself kind of reminded me of Yamato the other day. You know, the no thank you button doesn't appear that often. It really doesn't. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. I mean, the game is called No Thank You. You think it would be more present? I don't know. Huh, I worked a lot today. I felt refreshed after a quick shower. Alright, time for bed. Oh, God. Someone's calling me. It's Hiroshi.
ハルくんはもう寝てます。
God, that is painful on the ears.
はるか、上がったばかりで悪いんだけど、すぐ事務所まで来てくれないか。
Oh, that's strange. Hiroshi doesn't sound like he usually does.
ヒロシ、どうしたの？
I wonder what it is. I gathered my clothes with one hand as I continued the call.
襲われた。6階の熱帯魚店。
What?
あ、そんなとこを襲ってどうすんの？
Is that code?
知らないけど、とりあえず早く来い。
I think that's code for the Yakuza building we went to. He hung up. I guess I better hurry for now. What is what is the phone tapped? We got a talking code now? I rushed to the bar. Everyone else was already there.
早いな。
俺、汗臭くない？適当に着てきたんだけど。
I don't think this is the time.
それどころじゃないから心配すんな。
I guess Pops looked kind of gloomy.
意味がわからない。
Renren mumbled with an incomprehensible expression on his face.
何があったの？荒らされたって言うけど、全然普通じゃない？
普通だから意味がわからないんだろ。
竜は？竜さらわれた？
いや、竜には知らせていないだけだ。今日の仕事のこともあるし、とりあえずは寝かせておく。俺とマキは防犯センサーで気がついて駆けつけたんだが、センサーつけても間に合わないんじゃ意味がないな。
Meanwhile, Maki-chan came back from checking upstairs.
他の階に被害はなかった。上だけを素早く探っていった。プロだな。
Apparently the register on the 6th floor was broken into. I don't like his ripped jeans. I don't think they're not working for him. They're just not working.
お金目的ってこと？
売上金は回収済みだ。被害は壊された鍵とレジだけだ。
日本人の仕業じゃないな。
What? How do you know the race of the person? What? I kind of get it, and I don't. Japanese people have a preference for neater methods, so they'd probably use a tool specifically designed to open the lock and stuff like that. What are you talking about? You're typecasting your entire country in the manner that they would break into a building? What? The brash but speedy feeling of this work and the lack of concern about the money makes it seem like it was the work of a foreign professional. You guys are on drugs. I'm sorry. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid.
乾さん、
This is
6階だけ狙うって
nonsense.
おかしくないですか？
This is all nonsense. Get out of here. This is not. None of this. No. I'm sorry. No. None of this makes any sense. Like, they're obviously going to be right because, you know, the writers wrote this story. The writers that are writing them being stupid right now wrote this story, but, like, none of this makes any sense. But go off. Whatever. Hiroshi asked as he checked around the office.
俺たちが帰った後に押し入ったってことは、多分このビルの中でソタノが一番最後まで営業してるのを知ってたってことですよね。
ああ。
ということは、ある程度このビルのことを知った上で、あえて熱帯魚店を狙って。でも何も取られてないんですよね。アジアアロワナも無事みたいだし。
Asian arowana? Are they those big shiny fish?
時間が足りなかったんじゃないですか。魚を移し替えるのにも時間がかかるでしょ
どうなのかな。魚目的ならもっと静かにやる。そうでしょ。
Maki-chan didn't say a word. He seemed to have already lost interest and was in energy saving mode as usual.
どうします？警察に届けますか？被害はほとんどないみたいですけど。
I wonder what's going on. Pop's face looks really grim. He was stroking his chin with his arms crossed and kind of looked like he was gritting his teeth.
いや、警察はいい。問題はない。取られたものもない。怪我人もいないのが幸いだ。
乾さんがそう言うなら。
第一だ。俺は叩けばいくらでも誇りの出る身だ。危なっかしくって警察なんざいけるか。
With that, the tense atmosphere softened up a bit. We just had to withdraw. However, reluctantly, I get why Hiroshi and Renren are having a hard time accepting it. Pop's face sure doesn't look like it's not a problem. But I can't touch on it. Unless Pop says something else, I can't say a word.
みんなすまなかったな。今日は解散だ。帰ってゆっくりってわけにはいかんだろうが、とにかく休んでくれ。
This is my shift in like 2 hours? What am I gonna go home and come back? F you.
それと、マキ、外国人コミュニティを当たってみてくれ。どこの誰かの目星ぐらいはつけたい。
Like, dude, this job has taken over my whole life. Fuck you. Oh god, I said it. I'm sorry. This job is. I would not be happy if I was hard. These are ridiculous hours I'm working. It's like I'm coming here like every single day, even when I'm not working. It's like crazy. We couldn't say anything else and scatter as we left the office.
ここさっき通ったばっかりだね。
The loading screens really take a while in this game. What's up with that? I ran all the way to the bar and basically just turned back around. And so I walked to the same path again. Feeling a little worn out from the wasted effort and a little frustrated.
なんだったんだろうね。
Hiroshi let out a really exhausted sounding
な
sigh.
んかもう最近いろいろ起こりすぎてついていけないわ。
確かにね。こう続くとね。
First Aniki disappears and now this? It must be hard on Hiroshi too.
さすがにここまでだと。って贅沢な話か。ここにいられるだけで幸せなのに。
I glanced over at Hiroshi's profile as he opened his heart to me. He had slight bags under his eyes from the lack of sleep.
やめたい？
いや、外野に入ったことは後悔してないし、これからもできればずっとあそこにいたい。俺さ、ガキの頃正義の味方になりたかったんだ。
A superhero?
なんとかマンみたいな？
そう、テレビの戦隊ものとかに憧れてさ。警察官とか消防士にはなれなかったけど、でも
今の仕事はだいぶ正義の味方っぽいよね。
だろ？まあ子供向けのテレビ番組みたいに単純な話なんてないけどな。でも俺はあの店もみんなも好きなんだ。
Alright. I let out a big yawn. I got called out when I was just about to go to sleep and then was immediately told to go back home. So I couldn't hold it back anymore.
俺も眠。じゃあ、
また明日。
Just as he started to leave, he turned back towards me.
お前と話すと少し気が楽になる。
よかった。
I'm glad he talked to me. I thought as I returned to my apartment, how much are they paying me? I wonder how much they're paying me. Like, this better be a big salary.
おはよ
We ran into each other in front of the bar today. We went into the office.
わかりました。
Maki-chan and Ryu were there. It seems kind of serious. Maki-chan noticed me.
手伝い。
With what?
東條さんの居場所が分かったそうだ。
Hiroshi went pale immediately, and then he got worked up.
達也さん、どこにいるんですか？
Hiroshi demanded, grabbing Why are you grabbing Maki-chan? He's literally has nothing to say.
中国系ギャングの仕業だ。
Wow.
さっき博士だ。
He had something to say for the first time ever. Maki-chan answered instantly.
奴らはやることが手荒い。下手をすれば打ち合いになる。
What? By which Maki meant Hiroshi is staying behind.
じゃあ行くのは俺とマキちゃんかな。
俺も行きます。
危ないよ。
達也さんがいるんだ。俺が行かなくてどうするんだよ。
His unusually grim stare bored into Maki-chan's chest.
実弾飛んでくるかもしれないよ。
せめて連れてってくれ。途中まででもいい。足手まといだったら待ってるから。
Why is suddenly are we acting like Hiro is less capable than Haru?
俺にできることなら何でもする。
Like this is a weird reversal suddenly. I looked Hiroshi in the eye.
そんなに来たいの？
ヤマトの頼みなんだ。それに俺の恩人の窮地だ。
And I like how it's like Hiro is practically asking Haru for permission. Like, what happened here? I don't understand what's going on.
今行かなかったら俺一生後悔する。だから連れてってくれ。頼む。
What should we do, Maki-chan? Why is Haru just assuming that he's coming along anyway?
好きにしろ。
Well, Maki doesn't even care. Maki-chan said and left.
俺もいいけど。
I glanced over at Ryu. He was frowning.
無茶はするなよ。
Hiroshi seemed relieved that Ryu gave his permission. What a weird scene that was. Ugh. What was that noise? What a weird scene that was. I don't know why it was like Haru was calling the shots almost there. I don't know why Hiro was pleading his case to Haru. I didn't understand that at all. But whatever. I don't know. The shadow of the warehouse appeared faintly in the
俺が
darkness.
引きつける。裏に回れ。
Maki-chan had a balaclava in his hands. He's going to hide his
行こう
face.
ヒロシ。
I opened the car door gently so it didn't make a sound and slid out of the car. Hiroshi followed.
ああ、気をつけろよ。
Hiroshi isn't scared. That's good. We slowly approached the building, following the piles of boxes and other cover.
こういうのってさ、映画みたいで俺好き。
God, I can't wait for Haru to get shot. My heart's pounding. It really is like a movie. Like the kind set in the streets of Hong Kong where everyone's not just the gangsters, is foul-mouthed. They're really good. I should take Hiroshi next time. I know how I look, but I do watch a lot of movies. If we were in a Hong Kong gangster flick while we were hiding and waiting here... Hiroshi jumped. People were rushing out, shouting loudly in Chinese amid sporadic pistol fire.
今のうちに行こ
His ears are probably stunned, so I point with my finger.
おう。
Hiroshi obediently followed. Why is Haru so used to gunfire? There were no signs of people in the warehouse. Seems like Maki-chan drew out all the guards. But man, Maki-chan, I can't believe you own an AK.
どこにいるんだ。
Wait, he's just walking around with an AK-47? Hiroshi looked around. What is going... What is... I don't know. I could feel a bloodthirsty chill in the back of my neck. It was so obvious. A shadow fell over my feet. I can see right through you.
ハル。
I sidestepped the man with a knife approaching from behind me. Hiroshi, you don't have to worry so much. He said something in Chinese, but he's no match for me. He's slow and not very careful. You can't just swing around a knife haphazardly. I pushed his wildly swinging arm backward with a fair amount of force. I heard something break inside. The knife fell to the ground, and he cried and collapsed to the floor. I kicked him in the back of the head. Okay, let's just concuss him and possibly kill him. His body relaxed as he went silent. You know, you can't just knock people out. It's not a video... Well, I mean, this is a video game, but... You know, in video games, you just knock people out, and it's just simple and they're fine and everything, but, like, that's not reality. You can't just knock someone out. Like, if you try to do that, you might concuss them and kill them.
やりすぎじゃないか。
You can't just do that. Like, you might have just murdered someone, Haru, but, you
う。
know...
関節外しただけだよ。
Yeah, and concussed him, but, you know...
本当か。
So, you know, brain hemorrhaging is fun. Hiroshi stayed on guard as he kicked the knife near the unconscious Chinese man's hand far away.
どこですか
Yeah, we're assuming
達也さん
unconscious. No one actually checked his pulse afterwards. The containers and boxes piled up in the warehouse obscured our view. Hiroshi carefully made his way through the obstacles. And then Hiroshi stopped in his tracks.
達也さん
Hiroshi was petrified. He found him. What's wrong with him? He was completely still. Is he dead? I pushed him to the side and entered the open space. Why is Haru suddenly calling the shots? I don't get it. They used containers to conceal and partition off a crude room. Aniki was lying on top of a filthy mattress on the ground. The needles? Or no, the needless. No, wait. The needle. Wait, how do you spell needle? Is that needle? That's needles. The needles on the ground told the story of what happened to him. I kicked them away. What, they were shooting him up with drugs? Why? I wrapped my arms around Aniki's big, limp body to move him. He's not conscious. He doesn't seem seriously injured. He does seem weak from dehydration, though.
急がないと
足持って運び出そう。
We rushed to get him out of there. We left the Chinese man who was collapsed on the ground where he was. The car was already running when we got into the vehicle. What is this, an ambulance or police? Malaki-chan was safe too. And then the car sped off before we even had a chance to close the door. We gave the police cars a slip too. We headed straight for our meetup point.
3人ともよくやった。
God, these missions are just so weird. They're so weird and just over in a flash and without like any difficulty. It's just... they're weird. They're really weird. Like everything just seems to be resolved like lickety-split. I don't know. It's weird. Pops thanked us. Ugh, gross, dude. I bet Haru right now is turned on. Turned on looking at how dirty Aniki is. Ugh. Aniki grimaced as he leaned his weights into the old sofa. He didn't have any obvious wounds, but he seemed exhausted. His cheeks were pretty hollow too.
指紋は残してないな。
Poor we've been wearing gloves, sis.
大丈夫。ちゃんと手袋してたよ。遺
Okay.
留品もないよ。
If you say so.
お前映画の見過ぎだって
Hiroshi smiled just a little. Yeah, I'm glad we saved Aniki. For Hiroshi's sake too.
ここは俺の持ってる物件だ。安心して体を休めてくれ。
There's a pile of unopened bandages and ointment on the table after he'd finished dressing his wounds. Pops got up.
着替えがいるな。落ち着いたらシャワーでも浴びてくれ。奥にある。
オンに切る。
Wait, there's a shower in here? In a coffee shop? Okay, that's fine, I guess. I guess that's Japanese. I don't know. Is that a Japanese thing?
それはここにいるやつに言ってやれ。
Kind of weird having your employees just shower at work? At a coffee shop? That's kind of weird. Maki-chan set a pack of cigarettes and a lighter next to the medicine. He didn't say a word before turning his bulky back and leaving. It's like everyone was being super conscientious. Should I leave too? But no one said a word to me. Then I noticed Aniki breaking the seal on a pack of cigarettes. Then there was a little flame. Yeah, that's called lighting up a cigarette. The flame shone its light on his worn-out face, and then the scratches on his cheek and the stubble on his chin. Can you stop turning yourself on, Haru? Aniki groaned as he breathed out smoke.
達也さん
Yeah? He's just filling his lungs with cancer. Do you have something to say? Hiroshi shouted. His voice trembled a little.
お帰りなさい
Okay, why so suddenly like this? Like, you guys have been sitting together for a little bit now, right?
世話になったな。
So weird.
世話なんてそんな
お前に助けられるとは。俺も焼きが回ったな。
Okay, don't moan like that. Hiroshi's eyes were a little moist.
おいおい、こんなことで泣くなよ。お
はい
Even with his moist eyes, Hiroshi looked bashful but happy.
危ない橋渡りやがって。 どうしてここまでした？
There was no ashtray. Aniki scolded Hiroshi as his cigarette ash fell on the floor. Wait. Aniki scolded Hiroshi. Wait, is Hiroshi the one smoking? I'm confused. I thought. I don't get it.
お前が体張ることはなかっただろう。
それは俺がそうしたかったからです。
お前は変わらないな。
Aniki snubbed out the little orange cinder on a corner of the table and smiled wryly. Yeah, it was. Yeah, this. I don't know. I guess it was just a mistake. And then he gazed off into the distance.
あの時のガキに助けられるとはな。
Finally, Aniki looked at Hiroshi seriously.
あの時のもう一人のガキ。あいつとは今もつるんでるのか？
はい。
あいつはな、ひろゆき、俺と同じクズだ。
Hiroshi looked amazed. I was a little surprised too.
お前は知り合いの欲目で見てるから、そうは思わないだけだ。所詮ヤクザなんてのはクズの集まりだ。
そんな、ヤマトも達也さんもクズなんかじゃないですよ。
お前は本当に甘いな。どう言い繕おうと暴力で金を巻き上げて威張り腐るだがあいつはマシなクズだ。あいつは道理を分かってる。それに人としての愛嬌がある。人としての愛嬌があれば少年の大事な部分までは泥にまみれずに済むもんだ。仇にも戻れるかもしれん。ひろゆき、お前がいるからあいつは愛嬌を失わずに済んでる。あんな頭に血の上りやすいバカだが、あいつならまだやり直せるかもしれん。
He said, turning around again, putting his hands on his knees and hanging his head. Hiroshi panicked.
俺の頼みだ。どうか白髪になるまであいつのダチでいてやってくれ。
はい。はい。
That's great, Hiroshi. I'm glad to. Well, if you're done with all your gay crying, I think Haru earned himself a reward, and you shall fulfill it, Hiroshi, as such is part of your deal. A little later, I asked Aniki something that had been bugging me.
ねえ、兄貴はなんでさらわれたの？
おい、ハル。
だって聞いておかないとまた何かあるかもしれないでしょ。
心当たりなんざありすぎてな。さっきも言ったがクズの世界だ。抗争だっていくらでもある。命の保証はない。
Aniki easily glossed over it. Pops and Maki-chan came back. Pops had a paper bag.
着替えだ。趣味に合わないかもしれないが文句は言うなよ。
恩に着る。
Pops clapped his hands and chased us out.
お前たちはそろそろ店に戻れ。竜と蓮二人で大変なはずだ。
I really have to go to work after all this? Oh, I hate working at this bar. Oh my god, I hate this. There's no way. I just was in a life or death situation and there were people shooting gunshots. And you want me to go to work after? Is this game some kind of subtle take on the absurdity of capitalism? Because it feels like it is. Oh my god, because I'm just working for that dollar. I'm literally putting myself on the line. I am constantly risking death and committing illegal acts, and then I have to go to a humdrum, boring bar job after all of it. I sacrifice all my free time. It's just, what is this? Just for $1, just for $1. Hiroshi was a little hesitant. The bar is important to him, but so is Annie. I want to go home. Oh my god, I want to go home. I worked so hard. I killed a man today, you know. I told everyone I concussed him and knocked him out, but he's dead. He has a brain hemorrhage. He's dead. I killed someone and you want me to go serve drinks at a bar? Oh my god, this game. I don't know what to say. This game is so weird. Aniki scolded Hiroshi in a low voice for wanting to stay.
お前は仇だろ。仇の人間がヤクザのために仇の仕事を放り出してどうする。
Girl, I'll become a Yakuza if it means I get some free time.
俺たちのいけない世界なんだ。いいか、ひろゆき。お前はそっちにいるんだ。
There was such warmth in his voice, you'd never imagine he was a criminal. I'm sure he was like this when Hiroshi and Yamato were kids too.
わかりました。俺、店に戻ります。
Hiroshi bowed his head and turned around. Aniki's eyes relaxed.
じゃあ俺も行くね。後で何か持ってくる？
ここは俺に任せて、お前たちは仕事に専念しろ。
Okay, bye then. We got into Aki-chan's car and headed to the bar. I kind of feel something tugging at my heart, though. Yeah, this oppressive capitalist work culture is tugging at my heart. Thanks for noticing.
今日はえらい疲れたな。
Work went without a hitch, and we got off without a problem. Finally, we got home. Can't wait to get shot in the streets. Can't wait to get shot in the streets, dude. The bar wasn't usually busy today, so the both of us were drained. But you know, it's all worth it in the end because I'm making what, 15 bucks an hour at the bar, probably, right? Hey, if you get shot in the street, that's what you get. You're making $15 an hour, a couple dollars over minimum wage, right? It's an occupational hazard. That's what you get.
あの
It's
時
the
はあんな
risks
に
you
勇気
sign
出
up
たし、
for.
体だって軽く動いたのに。終わってみると膝ガクガクだし、えらい疲れるな。
Hiroshi said, walking slower than usual.
それね、アドレナリンのせいだよ。喧嘩してて殴られてるのに痛くなかったことあるでしょ？
あるけど、夢中だからじゃないのか？
大暴れするときに出るんだって。切れると疲れちゃうんだって。
物知りだな、お前。
ドラマで見たから。アドレナリンって注射薬になるときはエピネフリンって言うんだって。
Hiroshi said something like, "Oh, I think I've seen that on TV before too."
さっきヤマトから電話あってさ、
Hiroshi looked so happy.
達也さんが戻ってきてよかったって。
よかったね、ヒロシ。
お前にも礼言っといてって。ありが
とう。
The morning light was dazzling. It stung my eyes a bit.
今日はヒロシの部屋に行ってもいい？
Yeah, it's my reward. It's my reward. This is why we're really working at Sotano. Not for the $2 over minimum wage. It's for our you know, our cum dump. Hiroshi turned around. He seemed a little surprised at my direct invitation. But I'm not withdrawing today. Hiroshi knows that too. He knows, so he made a kind of awkward face and he answered.
ああ、まあいいけど。あ、それしなくていい。
What is he doing?
そう。
自分でやるから。
Alright guys, the scene has officially begun, but we've gone over, or we're about out of time for this video, so when the next video starts, that's when I will, begin this scene. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time where, we have some more NSA fun with Hiro. Joy. Bye guys.